I mean, it's just iconic classic designs.
And look at you.
Thank you.
Full of Chanel, yeah.
When you buy a classic double flap, a vintage one, it will always appreciate in value.
Tell us what you're wearing. 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 Hey, tell us what you're wearing. Tell us what you're wearing. So, little BTS.
Oh,
Allie,
nice view.
Allie from Classic Coco. She and I have been talking about getting an episode of In the Closet in the Books. So she's in town, Manhattan Vintage Weekend. She was like, pop over to the hotel. Let me show you the inventory. So I just literally helped them load all this stuff up here.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
What do we have here?
Ooh, you don't even know, right?
I don't even know what's in the suitcase, to be honest. Oh, we have this pink mini.
And look how carefully it's wrapped for transport.
Yes.
So you know.
And so that the chain doesn't imprint onto the gorgeous lambskin.
Yep. And of course, these are the
real
ones from
deal.
the 90s, and then
24 karat gold plated hardware. So this is a really great pink mini. We have like literally the color of the rainbow.
Oh my
we have
God.
every color in here. I feel like this is a black bag.
I saw one with you like with a belt bag.
Oh, the belt bag is so good. This is a great classic black.
Oh my God, look at the condition.
Full
of
flap.
this thing, yeah?
It's from the 80s. Love this bag.
Yeah.
I think I have bags and bags. Oh, this is a great bag. Wait, this is a really good one. If you are into like statement pieces or like a really rare
Holy
jumbo,
crap.
it's a gorgeous red. It has 24 karat gold plated hardware with the turn lock. It's epic.
Oh.
It's to die for.
It's so
this one you
good.
can't find on the internet. Look at this.
You don't even see it, yeah.
With denim, like a Canadian denim, like outfit. Oh my God, that's
It goes
so
with my outfit,
good.
what I have on today,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Oh, this was in the video. This is a runway 2015 patchwork denim boy bag. It's so chic. It's so summer. It's so Hamptons.
It's playful.
Throw it on with like an eyelet dress.
There
It's
you
really,
go.
really good.
And Allie has the fits already picked out for you as well, right?
Oh yeah, I do.
She knows what goes with what.
Yes.
And there goes mom loading in, yeah?
Even though I'm a true New Yorker, I promise I won't wear black maybe one of the days. Look at this little Y2K baby. We have it in 2 versions, and I don't know if the other version is in the suitcase, so we have it in this black.
Yeah, we can say this because this is going to air after Manhattan Vintage.
Yes, but I might have some of these left
No,
over,
but I'm
but
saying,
maybe
I
not.
want to tell them that you have 100 bags with you.
Yes,
Insane.
in this room, we have 100
Insane,
bags, and we have about 30 pieces of jewelry, mostly belts and necklaces.
Yep. There goes mom with some more goodies. Look at her, yeah. Woo!
Whoa, what do we have
We have a red
here?
camera bag.
Damn.
Look at that one. That one's on our
Look at the
website.
shape of this
So
one.
that one you could buy online.
It's so good.
Wait, there's more
This is
colors.
Non-stop bags, yeah. Everybody out there, don't have bag envy. Just go to classiccoco.com for all your bag needs.
We're
Yeah?
up to 3 o'clock in the morning most
Oh my
nights, making sure they're
I know.
all perfect.
You guys pack them so well too.
Oh, I know.
packing
Our head of
takes forever.
restoration.
I'm sure it does, yeah.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay. They're all good ones. What are you talking
This
about?
is because some of them get me like really excited because I don't see them all the time. Bright mustard yellow
Yes.
envelope flap with the 24 karat gold plated hardware little snap. The Chanel no longer makes any yes. Chanel no longer makes any of its bags with 24 karat gold plating or the really large logo
Yes.
or the large
It's
turn
so
lock.
iconic.
So this is so cute.
Yeah, look what mom has. Look at this color.
Yes,
Oh,
those
look at the hugging
those
kisses.
are coming to our website,
Oh,
and they're going to be featured in a really cool.
I've never seen any of these colors before ever.
They're so good.
Yeah,
we have
like
pastels.
you don't even see them on the internet at all, right?
Oh my goodness, hot.
These are going to be featured in a really cool photo shoot that we're doing.
Oh.
That Pete's going to make a little appearance at.
There you go. So Allie's spilling all the beans, yeah?
This is such a cute bag.
Oh.
Look at this micro mini. Look at the chain. Wait, you have to see the chain.
It's good.
It's stunning.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
I know, it's so
To die
good. The
for.
green. Wait,
I
look
love
at the chain
that.
on
Yeah, look at
this.
this thing here.
Micro mini, look at this chain. 24 karat gold plated hardware. Ooh, it also would be really cute. You can wear it crossbody or on your shoulder, but then you could also like knot it and wear it as like a little statement piece.
See, I would, if I were
like that's really
I
cool
would
with
wear
a gown.
no, how about a white tee and some beat up jeans?
Yes, or you can then throw on your ball gown later.
There you go, yeah. Day to night, there you go. Ah.
Oh,
I know, I have such good
It's like-
colors. It's like
I know.
Skittles.
And it's perfect for like, you know, the spring and summer coming up,
oh
right?
my God, I
You
just got
really-
that gorgeous chain.
You really got,
can't-
you guys know how to curate it
Yeah,
so
I know, but every
well.
time I have the most amazing color bags. Everyone
know.
then buys black bags, though.
Oh.
For real, I bet. If you guys are watching, we should do a poll. Like, is everyone at Manhattan Vintage gonna buy black, or are they gonna buy color?
Yeah,
when I have
vote
all
below,
color
yeah,
bags.
vote below.
What's in here? Oh, this is a classic. So we have, so if you're coming to Manhattan Vintage and you really want a classic double flap and you want a black version or you want a beige version, we have this stunning blue version. So I would highly recommend, if you don't own a Chanel bag or a vintage Chanel bag, to invest in a Chanel classic double flap. This is the most iconic Chanel bag of all time. It is the double flap, which is everyone's like go-to bag. So we have a lot of beautiful versions of this at the show, and I know a lot of people like to shop in person.
Yeah.
So I'd highly recommend coming and checking them out in person. There is no obligation to buy. It's always good to scope something out before you hit the commit button.
Yep.
So this is a great neutral. If you're not into neutrals and you're a New Yorker like I am, we also have a bunch of blacks.
Yes.
This one has the card and the serial sticker, and it's from 1986 to 1988. This is the first year that Karl Lagerfeld ever did serial stickers. So this is really old. He came to Chanel in 1983, and this is from 1986. So to find a bag with the card and the sticker is really rare.
Yes, and I know this is just a sneak peek, Allie, right? The
Yeah.
interview, everything's a little bit later on.
Yes.
But I want to point out the condition of this because you have in-house leather specialists, right?
Yes. We have an in-house team of Italian leather craftsmen, in-house, and then we also work with leather surgeons. They were the authorized repair specialists for Chanel for 30 years in America. So we only have the best of the best, and all of our bags are cleaned and conditioned to preserve the longevity.
I know, they all look so buttery soft.
It's like if you
supple.
didn't put moisturizer on your face for 30 years, what would it look like?
Yep,
So
absolutely.
you need
yeah.
to do that. It's required.
So we're not going to show you everything. Maybe Ali will show us a couple more. She has a couple of clients to meet up. So I just popped in real quick to give you guys a little sneak peek. Show us a couple more.
Okay. There's a lot of
Oh
bags
my
in that
goodness,
one.
what's that?
There's so many.
This is
You
caviar.
know, Mom, there's like
crap.
4 bags in there.
In this bag?
Yeah, there's bags and bags. You're in a candy store. Wait, we had to put them back.
It's like a tchotchke.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a dog.
I know, I hate for you guys to do this because you gotta pack it up
It's
tonight.
okay, it's okay.
And then bring
This
it to the
is
show.
sending
tomorrow,
envelope
yeah.
up. What else
Look
is
at
in
this
there?
thing, yeah.
That is to die for.
Oh my
This
god, I
is a-
want it.
I know, these so good on you. Wait, put it on. Oh wait, we don't. We have a mirror over there.
No, but mom can model it
Oh,
though.
it's really, really good.
Yeah, look at mom's bag over here though, the green
Oh,
number.
Mom's
Oh,
got a
yeah.
good bag, but Mom's bag's not for sale.
Yeah. I know, it's stunning
Wait, so
too.
let's not
I
show
just
Mom's bag.
got that bag.
Oh.
Oh wait, this is not, this is a hot pink wall and chain. So we do have a hot pink bag that I feature, but that's a belt bag. It doesn't fit everyone, but
Yeah.
this one will fit everyone. Really rare Chanel vintage wall and chain in this gorgeous caviar hot pink. It has the chain and your credit card slots. This is a rare bird.
Yep.
So if you're hard on your bags and you really wanna have a great Chanel vintage bag, caviar leather is the way to go.
There you
We
go.
have one in a classic double flap in black and a Diana in black caviar, which are like the Bentley of bags, people.
Speak on it,
There-
Allie.
There's some, they're in this room, I just don't know where, but they will be out and about tomorrow at
Okay.
Manhattan Vintage.
Perfect. Is that the last one for today?
Yes.
Okay.
There's,
What's that?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. There's
Okay,
so many bags.
That was a fake out. This is the last one, yeah.
No, I did that one. This one.
Oh,
This is a double-sided, so you have this side and then
There you go. You see, you
a
come from every
double-sided
angle.
mini camera. Look at that.
Oh,
It's
stunning.
so Coco Chanel, she was obsessed with photographers, so she was obsessed with you, Pete, and she literally invented the camera bag for your camera.
Oh.
So the Chanel camera bag is really, really classic, iconic bag for Chanel. They just reissued in the Metier, in the Minaudier, the like actual camera bag that has a lens and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but this is the original from the 80s.
Okay.
But I'm like a huge fan of camera bags.
Absolutely. So, last one for today. The next time you guys see us will be at the Manhattan Vintage Show. So, we're going to cut over right now.
Hi, everyone.
So, next day, Manhattan Vintage Show. So, I remember the question that we left off with was that you said you wondering what's going to sell more, classic black bags or the color bags. So, what has it been so far?
Honestly, color. I'm shocked.
Me too.
We sold
You have a beautiful
a bunch
display
of
today,
pinks.
huh?
Reds we've sold.
Yeah. And mom has the belt bag here.
Belt bag is still here. It's tiny. So if you have a tiny waist out there, call me up. We have the blue still left, which I'm shocked.
Yes.
Like, you're shocked.
But it's only day one though,
I
right?
know, it's only day one, but this one I feel like has to go where that navy blue.
And I'm still eyeing this one. I
this
love
one
that
is
one.
so good.
It's so good.
So good.
And it's like unisex. I can wear it. Huh?
Oh yeah, you should try it on.
And then you got a chunky neck today.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There you
And
go.
my other favorite, this
Oh, my
one, everyone should have this one. It is the Chanel Classic Double Flop.
It's so good.
24 karat gold plated hardware from the 80s. I'm
Okay.
obsessed.
So, out of your booth today, right? I know there's no such thing as a steal, but like the steal of the day in your opinion.
The steal of the day was the big red bucket bag.
Okay.
That-
What's the one that Karen bought?
Yeah,
Oh.
and this is also a steal. This is 3,500. It's super chic. It's the ultimate steal.
look better with
and
the
it has a
orange
top zip.
It has a tassel and open it up.
It's so
But the
good.
bag that Karen got was a steal.
Yeah. I'm so jealous of that bag.
She has it in green too. Karen, if you're watching, love you.
It is the bucket bag by Chanel.
These are great. These are really good prices. These are like 3,000, 2,500, 3,000. This is 2,500. And the classic double flop, this one, this one's like 5,000, which is a steal.
Oh my God.
Because it retails for 10,200 at Chanel.
And they're not the same quality at all, right?
No. Like this one has the 24 karat gold plating, which you can see on
Yeah.
the turn lock. It's chic. And look at the burgundy lining.
Oh, to die for.
To die for.
Yeah, so we're not gonna give it all away. So this is just a preview. So I guess the next cut will be us in Philly.
Or at a secret fashion shoot.
Ooh, so don't give it all away. Shh. Thank you, Allie.
Bye.
And Mom's here. Mom want to show us something.
I want to show you this. It looks brown, black against black. If you put it against another color, it's brown. It's
Oh.
only $3,000.
Yeah.
The Rue Cambon bag.
And it has a
Actually,
great
you know what I'm
line.
really shocked that hasn't been selling?
Yeah.
Or like nobody's really that into like the Y2K
Yes,
bags.
I remember you showed me this
Like
yesterday.
no one's really gravitating towards that, which I'm shocked. Look at this.
I know. Maybe you need to
Cambon.
place it like a different spot.
I know, maybe
Like
tomorrow.
a more prominent spot.
Tomorrow.
So we'll check back in, Allie.
Bye. Bye guys.
Hi. Okay, Allie. We're by NYU. Graduation day for everybody.
Yes.
But you out here looking like a crazy person,
I am
yeah?
so crazy.
So tell us why we're here.
We're here to shoot some of these amazing pink bags
Yes.
for our website drop that we are doing very soon for spring.
Uh-huh.
So if you're looking for a graduation present,
Oh my
we have
God.
you covered
Yeah.
in hot pink and pastel.
Yes, and Pantone had this color as the color of the year, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Look
God.
at this.
And you bought these just for the shoot,
Just
right?
for the shoot. They were not at Manhattan Vintage. So this is an added little thing that we do. We do
Yeah.
a little photo shoot. So we like to show all of our customers the actual bag on a body
Yes.
for our website drops. So we show different ways you can wear the bag and we always share some amazing exclusive pieces if you do not live in the New York City area.
So I know this video is gonna come out in a little bit. When is the drop coming?
In a week or two.
Okay.
So by the time this video comes up, you will see these bags on our website.
Yeah. So go snatch them up because they're rare, right?
Very rare. 80s, 90s, Karl Lagerfeld perfection.
Yes, and again, 24 karat plated, right?
Yes, look at this. Look at the bijou chain. Look at this.
They're so
to die for.
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of BTS from the shoot because I'm saving it, so you have to go to Ali's site to watch it, yeah?
Bye, guys.
So, tell me about the shoe, guys. How you enjoying the shoe so far?
I love working with
Oh my God,
Alex.
look at these bags.
And look at the bag. It goes with like anything.
Yeah. Are you gonna wear
Chanel.
2 bags for this look?
First one and then, yeah, 2.
Which one?
It's hard to choose.
It's so hard.
Which one?
Ooh, we're gonna go with a daring fashion statement.
This one?
Yes. Is there a way to make the
shorten?
chain like
Yeah,
super
totally.
short?
Okay, so how you shorten the chain is you want to pull the chain all the way to one side and then wrap it around.
I always done it the wrong way then.
Oh, you did it the wrong way?
Yeah, I pull it in the middle and then I wrapped it around.
That you can make into a shoulder bag.
There you go.
Wait, I'm gonna pull this. So it's like that. Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
Wait. Okay, perfect.
Good.
Ali, not only a businesswoman, but a stylist as well.
I've done everything. I'm a lawyer. You name it. I'm not gonna age myself. Okay.
Tell us how you like working with Ali.
Oh, I know her for like 5 years.
I know.
I love
She was
working with her.
telling me.
She's the first brand I ever worked with.
Oh,
wow.
really?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
No. Wow.
Full circle moment,
I didn't
man.
know that.
Oh, and Ali got the hair to match the...
Oh yeah.
This is for the website, right?
Yes, website drop.
Amazing, yeah.
And Yuli's page. Check her out.
And look at you.
Thank you.
Full of Chanel,
lover.
yeah. And the neck too, look at you.
All
Love it, yeah.
vintage.
Yes.
So
Great quality because the one they're making now.
everybody go follow her. We're gonna cut right into me being in Philadelphia.
Totally. Yes. Mwah. Hi.
Ooh, who's this little guy?
Coco.
Of course her name is Coco.
Hi, everyone.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Ali. I am the founder and CEO of Classic Coco. Welcome to In Your Closet.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
NYC, but we're not in NYC.
Yes, so, you know, I mistakenly
Coco.
said we're in Philly, but we're not in Philly anymore, yeah?
Coco,
Coco,
let's
Come on.
get in here.
there you go. So I made a mistake saying that we're in Philly, but we're not in Philly, yeah?
We're in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. We're in Kobe Bryant's headquarters.
Yes,
So welcome.
yes, thank you so much for having us. And
Welcome to the studio.
it's Coco Chanel Wonderland.
Yes,
yeah?
we have over 300 vintage Chanel bags in this room. So, a quick fact about Classic Coco is unlike any other reseller, we have a full in-house team of Italian leather craftsmen. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek into what that entails, but we have some bags that still have not been restored. You can tell this bag has some wear on the corners. It's just a little beat up and discolored. It's already been through the replating process. We use Leather Surgeons, who is an authorized repair specialist for Chanel in America for over 30 years. There is this guy, he's a gorgeous chocolate brown, but you can see how there's some wear on here.
Absolutely.
And unlike most people who restore bags, all of our bags are cleaned and conditioned to preserve the longevity of them. So imagine if you haven't put moisturizer on your face in 30 years, because these bags are from the 80s and 90s. They're Karl Lagerfeld, you know, greatest hits. So if you haven't put moisturizer on your face for 30 years, I feel like your face might start to crack.
Yes.
So it's really important that they're cleaned and conditioned. And I just want to note that none of our bags are painted. That was like a whole thing about like people during COVID, like painting their bags to restore their bags, and they would have like a really crappy finish. So we do not do that here.
You dye it, right?
We don't dye them. We clean and we condition them. So we have a conditioning process that will really add moisture back back into the bag and fix the edges. That doesn't really involve paint.
So just by conditioning it, you'll get rid of the majority of the imperfections?
Correct.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
Very
little
interesting.
trade secret of ours.
Ooh, so don't give it all away.
No, I can't. So moving on, here are some of our bags that have been restored. Like, oh my God, look at this bag. I'm obsessed with this bag. Look at the pearls. They've all been restored painstakingly. So all of the Chanel bags that have a pearl finish, they're not real pearls. So they are a coated glass with a pearl finish. I mean, this bag is to die for. You can't find it on the internet.
look at this
and it
chain.
has this bijou etched chain. 24 karat gold plated hardware. So Chanel stopped doing 24 karat gold plating in 2008, but the majority of these bags, I would say 99.9% of all of the bags here are 80s and 90s only. I personally love the 80s and 90s. I think Chanel had the best craftsmanship in the 80s and 90s. Like this bag here with the two-tone, this is from 1983. I mean, there's slight imperfections, but they were handmade. Like the bags from the early 80s are like indestructible. Like look at the structure on this bag. And then I wish I had a newer bag to show you. Like the structure would start to get like really, you know, creased up and stuff.
And these bags are from when Lagerfeld was the head of the house, right?
Yes, but like when he first started, so he first started in 1983. So these are all from 83 to like mid to late 90s.
Wow.
And that is when Chanel had the 24 karat gold plating. They really, really cared and were dedicated about craftsmanship. That's when Lagerfeld really was focused on, you know, creating amazing, iconic designs. He put the Chanel turn lock on the classic double flap. Wow. This is the classic double flap that Chanel invented, which is called the 2.55. Hold on one second. Sure. I'm gonna give a little history lesson. So this bag is a newer bag. This is from the last collection that Karl Lagerfeld did. It's called the Egypt collection. And this turn lock is called the 2.55 turn lock. It's essentially this bag, but it had this turn lock on it. That was the first shoulder bag that Coco Chanel ever invented in February, so the 2, and then 1955, the 2.55. And then this history lesson is a little, I could talk about this for days. And then in 1983, Karl Lagerfeld took the 2.55 and he put the iconic logo on the bag. And therefore we have the Chanel Classic Double Flap. This bag is the most iconic bag of all time.
Oh wow.
Next to the Birkin and the Kelly.
My goodness. All right. So what is your obsession with
everything?
With Chanel?
I mean, I'm obsessed with Chanel. I just gave you a whole history lesson on
it. Look at you. I mean, you're dripping Chanel right now. I mean, the jacket,
not the shoes though.
Yeah.
I'm half ready to work on the bags and restore the jewelry, and I'm half in Chanel. Yeah, so this is 80s jacket, and this is a 1987 iconic runway necklace, and it was the year I was born, so it's like one of the few pieces that I have a hard time giving up this necklace.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me a story, like you used to travel to grad school and on the train you used to tell me you used to restore bags on the train.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, like you were into it from a while ago, right?
So we started,
what is it?
Yeah, we started in 2011 when The Real started, and I went to NYU, and I used to commute from Philly to NYU, and I would sit there restoring the leather inside the chain. I would go back and weave in the leather on the bus, like every day.
What is it about Coco Chanel that really sings to you?
I mean, it's just iconic classic designs, and Karl Lagerfeld is like one of the most, he's probably the most revolutionary designer, of our time, in my opinion. Also, Chanel and Hermes, unlike any other luxury brand, they are one of the most iconic heritage brands, and they always hold their value. Like when you buy a classic double flap, a vintage one, it will always appreciate in value. So every time Chanel does a price increase, your vintage Chanel bag will automatically appreciate in value. Just like a Birkin and Kelly, but like a vintage Gucci bag or like a vintage Dior will not hold its value. So that was like the first thing that I absolutely loved when I was like maybe like 18 managing a vintage store, a high-end vintage store. The Hermes brand, I love it, but like my true passion is just like the vintage Karl Lagerfeld's like
I know.
Greatest hits.
You named the puppy after, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I love Chanel, I love Coco.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's black and white.
Yeah, duh. So I can see here, right? So you have a lot of like classic colors, right? The blacks, the beiges, but then you get over here.
We have color.
Yes.
Wait, so it's so insane. So I feel like every time we do a show, like people are like, I want color, but then they buy black.
Yes.
Like we were
had this
talking.
conversation before, yeah.
So I hope I'm not stuck with all of these beautiful colors. I mean, we're doing a color drop on our website. So you'll happen, if you don't live in the area, if you don't live in the New York area and you don't get to see the bags in person, you can shop them on our website. Here's one of the bags that has been restored. So
Ooh, look at it.
I know, it's stunning. It's like
Also, all the
super
imperfections are
supple.
gone.
Yes, and you have the iconic burgundy lining. And then it has the card and the serial sticker.
there you go.
Yeah, this one is from 89 to 94, I believe. It is the late 80s. And then look, all of the chain has been restored
It
as
looks
well.
brand new.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Stepped in a time machine.
And it's also very sustainable to buy vintage.
Yes.
Like I'm a hardcore like sustainable advocate. I think it's really important to give a second life to something, especially restoring the vintage Chanel bags. And I mean, I've gone to the ends of the earth with leather surgeons to try and bring back like crocodile vintage Chanel bags that are like fully beat. I think he still has one of mine that I'm like begging him to restore because I just really want to give it a second life.
Good for you.
And I'm really passionate about that.
We can tell, yeah. You can yap for days about this stuff, right?
Wait, look at this bag. I'm obsessed with this bag. It has a mirror. Look at the mirror.
Wow.
Yeah, I love this bag. I know, everyone's like, how do you not want to keep all of these?
But the last clip was of us at the Manhattan Vintage Show.
Yes.
Right? So what was the final result? What, more black bags sold
Actually,
or
we
colored?
sold color. We sold a
Okay.
fair amount of color bags.
Amazing.
So I'm happy about that. I'm shocked that we didn't sell more of like this Y2K situation. This is a Cambone bag. This is from the early 2000s. It's not really like my bread and butter. I'm like an old lady, so I love like the classic Chanel. Like Mara, our head of restoration, she's like, literally, Allie, you keep buying the same bags. Let's bring in something different.
Yeah, but these are the greatest hits, and I'm assuming it's what's most sought after.
Yeah, like here's a classic double flap in beige from, I believe this one is the first time he ever did serial stickers. So Karl Lagerfeld also brought serial stickers and authenticity cards so that they could identify the year of the bag. So this is the first time they ever did it in 86 to 89. So finding a classic Chanel double flap, not just in a black, but in a beige color, and it's in pristine condition with the card and the sticker is very rare.
So
I mean, like, I love that.
I know, obviously.
I also love like how Karl Lagerfeld was like super bold. He threw massive logos on things like Cindy Crawford, like logos all over her. Like I love the extra large
look at your
logo in
chain
all the
too,
bags.
right?
Yeah. So we are currently, so all on the shelf here is about probably 100 bags. And some of them are still being restored. Others, we are categorizing them for the Hampton show that's happening July 27th. with Manhattan Vintage in the Hamptons. And then I'm also categorizing some of the more black bags, fall bags, navy, for our wholesalers. So we sell wholesale to contemporary retailers across America. So that's moving back to the sustainability conversation. So I build out full vintage Chanel departments in stores that have brand new Bottega, Loewe, Gucci, and Chanel doesn't sell really to any retailers, maybe except for Hirschleifer. So my passion is, like, for every vintage Chanel bag that we could sell, that we sell in one of our contemporary retail stores that we partner with, will hopefully prevent the customer from buying a brand new Bottega. And people don't really talk about the luxury waste that the fashion industry produces. It's like a hush-hush subject. Like Chanel used to incinerate the bags after every season. So that's really where the passion sparked.
There you go. Sustainability is the name of the game, right?
Yeah, I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Like you are too. Like
absolutely.
All vintage all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to us a little bit about the neighborhood we're in, right? Because you said Kobe Bryant was here.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant went to my high school.
Your stuff is up here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was a little forward. I played basketball. I'm a huge Allen Iverson fan. My dad took me to every single 76ers game when we played against Kobe. And there's my trophy.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's a good reminder of don't give up.
Amazing. So, little fun fact, right? I mean, everybody knows you as the head of Classic Coco, but little does everybody know you're an attorney.
Yes, I'm also a lawyer, so that's also what sparked this. I fell in love with vintage Chanel before going to law school, but my goal was to do intellectual property and trademarks. So I specialized in the Chanel trademark and its design and mostly fashion. And I didn't love the corporate, the corporate trademark environment. So I was like, one thing led to another and I had an opportunity and the rest was history.
Yeah, this was your first love anyway, right?
Oh my God, yeah. I also loved criminal law. I used to work for a criminal law judge in Philadelphia. I'm gonna shout out to Judge Butchard and I absolutely loved it. I also worked at the Red Cross House, which we helped people who were displaced by fires and all sorts of things. So I used to do this during the, at night / during the day, but then I'd also do extreme public interest legal work. So I had a really good balance of dealing with insane luxury clients and then working and helping inner city kids. I did special education law in, the bad neighborhoods in Philadelphia where we really helped them get the needs that they required that the school district wasn't providing. But I also love public interest work and, all of that good stuff. But this is really where my passion is.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's move on. From what I see here, you deal in, I see Chanel scarves, I see jewelry. So I'm assuming you're more than a handbag girl.
Yeah, so we mainly specialize in vintage Chanel handbags, but we also do vintage Chanel jewelry as well.
Tons of them,
We have so much. This is...
Ellie, you got a problem.
I do. I have a serious addiction, but I just want to I have serious FOMO of missing out on the most amazing vintage pieces.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, you can part with this, so that's the good.
Yeah,
good part.
I have
God, what's that?
Oh, it's Grappa. So Chanel invented the poured glass. This is from 1983 autumn. Look at this necklace with the cross.
Can you show us how you're dating?
Yeah, so this one says 1993. So 93A, so A is for autumn.
Okay.
So, fall, winter.
Amazing. And then you have scarves. You deal scarves as well, yeah?
My scarves next to the printer. So yeah, I'm collecting these scarves for one of our main wholesale partners. Which is Gus Meyer in Alabama. Look at this.
And then you said you're sending this over to your wholesale?
My wholesale partner. So one of our biggest stores that we do an amazing business in Birmingham, Alabama. They're called Gus Meyer. And they're also in Nashville. Look at the scarf.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm collecting these for now for them.
Okay.
Just collecting.
Yeah.
A collection of them.
So, and then you have tons of jewelry, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Wait.
Can we see some?
Okay, ready?
Oh my
This is just a little bit.
This is a little bit to you?
Just a little.
Can you show us some pieces? Can you pull some out?
Yeah. This is really good. This is Grappa. This is the poured glass
And this
again.
is like fully restored?
This one came as is, but we do, so this one's fully restored. Look at the pearls on here. So
wow.
we take 24 karat gold plated resin, and sometimes in between the pearls, they are a bit discolored, which we then restore.
Okay.
And we restore with leather surgeons where they replate.
But you do some of the restoring as well.
I am the number one and only the restorer of our vintage Chanel
so for people that don't know,
jewelry.
right, show us this one first, and what would you do to it, like to bring it, you know, a little bit life back into it?
So we would clean it with barkeepers. A lot of vintage sellers use barkeepers. We would clean the glass, but this one's in really good condition.
Show us a couple more.
I'm obsessed with the cross
my
pieces.
You have so many.
Yeah, like the pins. Oh, I love this. Sometimes we use an epoxy, like these. After we polish them, the logo may fall off, so then we use epoxy to really keep it on there versus it, you know, falling off on a customer. Like, I would never want a customer to buy something from us and then, you know, something, God forbid, happens to it. So 3 years ago, a customer really beat the hell out of her bag and she was unhappy. And I'm like, you know what? What's your email? I'm gonna email Jerry at Leather Surgeons and they're gonna take care of it for you and we'll cover the cost. I don't want anyone to really be unhappy.
Yeah, so satisfaction
The
guaranteed.
logo, yes, more or less, depending. I mean, if your husband drives over your car drives over your bag with their car, I don't think we would cover that.
Oh my God, you have 2 more boxes?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a serious problem.
No, I don't. I mean, we sell all of
Holy
these. The box is falling apart, but it's really hard to find these cases. Oh, these are epic. So you know how the Tiffany,
like the one you showed us
these are
previously?
bigger. So you know how like the Tiffany cuffs, people like the bone cuffs that people wear on either side of their wrists. Wait, I need to get this on. Ugh. These are like Chanel
God,
cuffs,
so
but
good.
similar to the Tiffany bone cuff vibe.
Yeah.
These are so good because they're unique. Everyone has the bone cuffs.
You look like a Chanel pimp right now.
Yeah, I totally am. This is from 1990p.
Wow, amazing. And some of these are like super rare, like you don't
Very
even see
rare.
them, right?
This is my
thing
problem.
crazy.
This is a
Is that a belt?
Yes, this is all gonna go on our website. Look at this. Sick.
And this one is restored as well.
Yes, so leather surgeons replated it and then we restored all of the leather that went back into the chain.
So good.
Sick.
Did you loop this one in yourself?
Yes. I mean, literally going to NYU every single day for grad school, I sat on the bus and I would do this stuff.
So this stuff is not live on your website yet?
It's coming to the website. I mean, look at this. I like seriously, I like live, breathe,
so
sleep
good.
this.
What's this thing? Oh, your mom showed me this
This is a
before.
lariat.
Yes, your mom
I
showed me
really
this
love
before.
this piece.
You had this at the last.
Oh, I love this. And look at the Chanel balls.
Oh.
And it moves. I know, it's epic. Oh, this is amazing. Look at this. So the Chanel hearts are really rare from Chanel. This is like a charm bracelet. Wait, I think I have it all messed up. Look at this. Look at the little charms. And they're all connected.
And those are rare?
Very
the
rare,
hearts?
the ones with the hearts.
Okay.
So sick.
do they
I could see this on Lauren. Lauren Orzeski,
Yes.
she would rock this.
Big shout
With
out
her
to her.
Schiaparelli, love her. If it wasn't for her, I don't know if I would be here with all of the designer stuff. She was so iconic behind the velvet rope.
So the heart logos, do they only appear on jewelry or they wear on handbags as well?
Mainly jewelry. I haven't, the Chanel re-released, actually, no, there was a heart vintage iconic handbag. Claudia Schiffer wore on the runway. She's the blonde, right? Yeah. That was iconic, like the Barbie collection. But then Chanel did a re-release of it a few years ago, which wasn't as good. Look at these logos.
Oh, is that a belt too?
Yeah. Look at this belt. It's epic.
Oh, that looks so good.
So good. I know. I'm addicted. problem. But if you guys want any of this stuff, it's all coming to our website, which is classiccoco.com.
Yes.
Next up, we have vintage Chanel earrings.
Okay.
Look at these.
It's nonstop with you.
I know, look how great these are. And then you have the dog tags. These are really popular as well. These, I believe, were on Sex and the City. These iconic logo earrings, I believe Samantha wore them. We have so many. Also really, really hard to find vintage Chanel pierced earrings, especially in silver.
Oh, whoa.
Sterling silver. We have a lot of clients that want silver as opposed to gold.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why is that? Because I thought gold would be much more classic,
I know, they
right?
just want like a diversification.
And it's a little bit younger as well.
Yeah. And we have some bracelets. We have a charm bracelet with a little perfume
And again,
bottle.
these also are coming to the website.
Yes, some of them. So these are all 24 karat gold plating. So like the jewelry as well and the bags, we only specialize in the vintage 24 karat gold plated Karl Lagerfeld's greatest hits from the 80s and 90s. So all of this is, you know, the real deal. And we guarantee authenticity, your money back. Obviously, I have the trademark degree, you know. Look at that. And we restore all the pearl. So this pearl was chipping, and we use the pearl finish to restore that
So good.
over the glass. And we're gonna show you a little sneak peek on how I do that.
Okay.
Look at these. And then we have some belts. What else do we have in here? I don't even know. I don't even know.
It's so
Oh,
fun
I
unwrapping
love this
these.
one. The etched logo, the hammered logo with the multiple logos on top. This one is from the 90s. I'm obsessed. And you can wear them long, and then you can wrap it around your neck and then wear it
Like a choker.
as a choker.
Oh my god, at the end of this episode, you're gonna be...
I know. Here's another belt. 80s perfection, and a lot of these belts are like, oh, they're all adjustable, and a lot of them, look at this. This is from 2001, and it's a necklace. This is runway, and it comes with a belt as well.
So-
I mean, it's not a belt, it's a necklace, and it comes with a bracelet.
So again, like you were saying before, so these silver ones are much more rare, yeah?
Yeah, they're hard to find, and also a lot of our retail partners, because they'll have like a case which is a sea of gold. I know, it has Coco's face
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh.
I know. I know.
I've never seen, and I'm sure a lot of people watching now have
Look
never
at this
seen.
belt. This necklace and belt would be amazing on a guy. Because of the rhodium, it would be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
One more.
One more.
This is a classic Chanel belt. Karen has
So
something similar
many.
from us.
So many, yeah.
Look at it, has all
Yeah,
the
drink it
logos.
across you.
Oh wait, upside down. Look at that.
Classic, yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot in
I
here.
know. So Ali's gonna show us a little bit about like, you know, how she sources bags. She's gonna show us some of the bags she sourced, and a little sneak peek for everybody that's looking to buy something. You get a sneak peek of what's coming, right?
Totally.
Off camera, she told me she does live auctions, yeah? And
Yes.
that's where you get these from.
At 3 o'clock in the morning. So let's see what's
So
in.
you don't even know what's in these boxes.
I know some of the bags. I don't know what's gonna be in this box.
Okay.
We have a Chanel jacket. A vintage Chanel jacket. So we have a store in Pasadena. It's called Another Man's Treasure. So we also have a full Chanel vintage clothing rack there. So if you are interested in vintage Chanel clothing, we
Yeah.
have you covered. Look at these buttons.
And these,
Our 24 karat gold
would you
plated
be
buttons.
restoring anything on a jacket and like
My
apparel?
best friend Mika, who is the owner of Another Man's Treasure, that's more her wheelhouse. So
Okay.
she helps me sometimes with that.
What's this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Look at this.
So I didn't realize some of these, like, it comes with the boxes, the original
I
boxes.
know. And we're going to talk about the box situation in a minute. How we are going to restore the boxes.
Oh, so you even restore the boxes themselves?
I know. So like a lot of times these boxes are really moldy. And we wouldn't want that.
So,
See,
like, yeah,
look
it
at this
doesn't-
dust bag. We ever own Classic Coco dust bags because we would never send this to a customer like this. It's all disintegrated, it's stained up, it's gross. So look at this. This is a black bag. So does it look black to you?
No.
No. It's like
Let me see the interior.
Destroyed, more or less.
It comes with the...
It has the card, but just to give you a, you know, a comparison, look at the difference. Wait, let's go in the light. So this is before, this is after.
I mean, this looks so much softer, shinier.
Darker. I mean, you would think this is blue.
Yes.
Oh, this is like one of our top sellers. It's a caviar Chanel vintage tote, but it's missing the male end of the turn lock, which Leather Surgeons is going to repair for us. But this bag is one of our top sellers in the South at our retailers. Another thing that's amazing about vintage Chanel is the gorgeous caviar leather.
Yeah.
So this is a lambskin, so it's super soft. And this is the caviar. If you're a diehard collector, you want the caviar version, but the caviar version of this bag doesn't have the iconic burgundy lining. It has a black lining, and people don't want that. They really want
the classic
the
looking.
Chanel classic double flap with the iconic burgundy lining, and it's burgundy because in the original 2.55 that Chanel invented, she had this burgundy lining, which was the color of the uniform that Chanel wore at the orphanage that she grew up at.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because just looking at the leather between these two, this one looks like it's the lambskin one looks like it's a little bit more prone to like scratching.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
And the caviar is not. So if you're hard on your bags, I would go with the caviar, but this one demands a significantly higher price.
Really?
Because there's just less of them out there. Everyone back in the day, they wanted the lambskin version. So the supply of the vintage Chanel classic double flaps in lambskin, there's just more plentiful of them. These ones didn't sell as much back in the 80s.
Can you give us a little example what the price difference would be?
So this one on our website is probably around $6,500. This one would be close to $8,000.
Wow. Everybody out there, thank me because I had to force Allie to open the second box. She was like, I'm killing her. But it's all right.
I was really not happy about that. Okay, here's a box situation.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
I know, it looks
Is that
like
mold?
someone... I don't know, it looks like someone threw up on here. So don't come for me in the comments. Please.
So you'll actually go back and restore the box.
Yeah, we're
as
gonna
well.
paint them, yeah. I mean, and nobody wants this. Like, look, this is all the original.
The paper too, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
but look how cute this is.
I've been seeing so much orange around. Like
No,
everybody's wearing
it's
orange.
so cute.
And
Look
this
how
one as
perfect
well.
this one is,
It's in good
almost.
condition, right?
Really good condition. So it just needs to be cleaned. But it probably needs, you know, a little cream that has like a red tint to it because look at the original color here.
Yeah, so the outside it differs a little bit. Is that because of like sun damage?
Exactly. See?
And you'll actually bring it back to that color?
Exactly.
Oh wow.
And when Mara gets here, she can talk more about that. What's in this box? Let's see.
I've never seen this kind of box before.
Yeah, these are all the vintage boxes. So the boxes where it's like a magnetic, those are all newer boxes. See, look at this. If you're spending like 6 to 8 grand on a bag, you don't want this.
Yeah.
This one's not too bad.
Yeah, the dust bag.
I know, but look, that has to be repaired.
Yeah, but I love these like blow up.
The
logos,
extra large 24 karat gold plated hardware. I don't know if I can even open this. Yeah, this has to be repaired. The snap, but look at this. And it has the card and the sticker for us.
Yep, one final one. For the
Oh
road.
boy, you're killing me.
For the road.
You're killing me over here. I don't know, should we open another box? Let's do a surprise.
Yes.
This one's not as exciting, it's just more of a classic.
But those are always
This one's
they always hit.
gorgeous French navy. So when you wear this bag, French navy, Coco Chanel invented. So when you wear it with navy or any sort of color, look how the bag picks up the navy in it. But then when you're wearing black, the
Yeah, you
bag
can
appears
definitely tell.
black.
Absolutely.
Look at the turn lock. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna show you a little sneak peek on how we restore some of the pieces, and you're gonna get to
Absolutely.
meet our head of restoration.
So now Allie, she actually does the restoration
Yeah.
for the jewelry, right?
Yes.
So
So we're taking this Chanel earring and we've cleaned it.
Okay.
And a lot of the pearls were chipping, and so we got all of the chipping off, and we're taking all of the pearls are coated, so these are all glass, and we are then just recoating them.
Allie, so talk to us about you know, how'd you figure this out? Like, how'd you figure out how to? Did you figure this out on your own,
Well,
right?
my mom, I'm
There's
gonna
no
shout
YouTube
out to
video
my
about
mother.
this.
Oh yeah, not in 2011. There's no YouTube on this.
Yeah.
So my mom like first bag or whatever. My mom, who's an artist, she's epic. She's infamous. Everyone knows her at the shows, and she like figured out how to restore the bags.
But this portion you figured out yourself.
Oh yeah, I just like started taking apart jewelry and such, and like I started working with the pieces on my own, and I tried to figure it out. So again, this is like 10 plus years of trying to figure out how to do this. Yeah, more or less. I just started cleaning some of these pieces that are gonna go on this necklace, and then after you use the barkeepers, you wanna like really buff out some of.
Also, you're actually in there doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to get in there. See how it's shining back up? Right,
Yeah.
Cokes? It's shining back up, baby. Yeah.
Biggest cheerleader right
I
there.
know. So it's definitely tedious. We definitely listen to a lot of books on tape. We watch a lot of Lauren's Behind the Velvet Rope, actually, but that can be a little distracting.
While we're waiting for this to dry and Allie's gonna apply a second coat to it, she wanna talk a little about restoring the boxes.
Yeah, so like it's not really a big thing with our company, but like we don't really specialize in the paper products. But for all of the bags that do come with a box, I would never ever give this to a customer like this.
Look at this, it's kind of gross.
I know, it's disgusting. I don't think you wanna really have this in your collection.
No.
But you do want a box and a dust bag with your gorgeous Chanel bag. So we painstakingly clean, and then we put a coating and ensure that the box is like in great condition for you guys.
Okay. Allie waited for these to dry, and now she's gonna apply the second coat. Would you have to apply something else to the top of it?
It's gonna be like a top finish so that they don't chip. Because the whole point in me restoring them is because the pearl finish was chipping. You know, they look like little mushrooms.
I know, they're so cool though. So was this your idea the whole time? Just like, I'm gonna get like, you know, pre-loved bags and, you know, bring them back
I don't know,
fully.
it just kind of happened.
But you had to have some sort of idea because, I mean, you getting a bag and taking it apart to figure out
I don't know.
the anatomy of it is totally
I knew
insane,
I could
yeah?
make more money selling them if I fixed them up.
Also, you always had an idea. You wanted to get them and you wanted to
I don't know. I think it just kind of happened because, you know, back in the day when we were all on eBay and stuff, you could tell what was going for more money. So this bag, gorgeous, from the 90s, just sold on our website. I'm just going to look it over before I wrap it for any minor spots.
Yeah, so it's fully restored, but you're looking for things that might have happened.
Hi.
Hey, Mara.
I do all the restorations.
So you're just looking for anything that happened, like with the handling?
Yeah, so this
plus
show was M&H
photograph.
Vintage, so I think it might have just gotten a little dirty right here. I think you can get that off with cream.
that'll come off
And then
with.
what do we think of, like, should you put some glue in right there?
Yeah, I could put a little color in there as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's not
cool.
See, look, when you get the final product, it's been double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked.
Yes, and you can show her
Yeah.
just looking at it.
There you go.
Front pocket. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape. I think it's just that one corner.
Awesome.
This is Mara.
Hey, Mara.
She's our head of restoration.
And then, actually, you know, I want to start off this segment by you telling a story how you guys met.
I think when I got one of my first bags, I thought it would be, you know, like I said, to fix it up a bit. So I went to Rossi's. They've been in business.
What is
since-
Rossi's?
It's Rossi's Shoe Service. They've
Yeah.
been in business since 1904.
They're fifth
1904.
generation shoe repair family.
Shoe repair and handbag specialists. And that's how we met.
What was your background?
Fashion and fine art with a minor in fine art. And
Okay.
so I came there with a color theory, some color theory training. So I took over the color department and the refinishing.
And then they kind of stole you from
Yeah,
them.
basically.
I hijacked her.
So, tell us, how'd you get her over here?
I don't know. It took a lot of convincing.
Really?
We were doing this in her apartment.
Yeah, I did
and
not
I
like that.
begged Mara to help me restore the bags because you don't know how hard it is to find people to do this.
So prior
There's not a lot of
to Mara, you were doing it yourself?
No, I had this one guy at Rossi who was doing it, but he didn't do as good of a job as Mara did.
black.
He
Black
only
and
did
brown,
black, and
then,
one
like,
time
standard colors.
he made the bag black, and it was supposed to be navy.
Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff up here that's
Yeah.
going on, right?
So what we have is,
There's a
you
ton.
probably can't read our really makeshift tape
Yeah.
up there because I ran out of my good
Uh-huh.
light tape. We have some website bags going here,
Okay.
and then everything on the bottom row, we're going to be doing the One Day Hampton show, which isn't a ton right now
Mm-hmm.
on here. And then everything at the top, except for that area, is we're prepping for fall. So we normally
Oh, wow.
we get a ton of bags done for our wholesale
all
program.
fall.
So I have to start it now
Look
if I
how
want to
cool
get it done
this
by
color
September.
is.
Yeah, I know. So how far in advance do you guys prep?
I'm working probably consistently on fall from now until like 2 weeks before
Yeah,
September.
because we have like how many bags, Mare?
Normally you do about 90.
Yeah,
Oh,
We never
90
eat that many, but we
bags.
do about 90.
That's insane, yeah. So tell us what you're doing right now.
Well, I've covered up a little bit, but there's these faint little, after the bag was washed, there was these faint little dark marks that don't come up. So those were
Okay.
just stains and discoloration. So I'm going in with a custom mixed color,
Okay.
and we're just lightly, I'm watering it down a lot, and we're just lightly blending it in. That way it seamlessly goes with the rest of the original
that.
finish, but we just make it as perfect and restored as possible.
So how much does your college degree in color theory play a role in what you do here?
It's immense. It's pretty much everything that I do. in here.
Really?
'Cause you do
Shout
all
out.
the business, yeah.
Shout out to Mike
If
Gino.
anybody's in Philly and they know Mike Gino, he's a foodie painter. He was the best color theory teacher, and I think I've made more income from that one class alone than I've had any of my other degrees.
Oh wow! Big
Yeah.
shout out to Mike
Big
Gino,
shout
right?
out.
He's a big part of why I am employed.
His
to
art
be
is
honest.
amazing.
Yeah.
So he paints food, you said?
Yeah.
Dishes, and then he does cheese portraits. Like
Cheese portraits
and
are to die
At one point,
for.
he does.
There's a lot of things going on up here, right?
Yeah.
So she's gonna walk us through some of the projects, or ongoing projects, some of these pieces.
Well, these are the start of fall. There'll be a lot more hanging up here in a few weeks.
Sure, let's walk through some of the current projects you're working on, yeah.
So I think Allie mentioned this earlier that we did have issues with navy being thought as
Yeah, so you actually label it
yeah,
now, right?
so Chanel does like is it midnight navy
French
or
navy.
French navy
Oh, there
where
you
it
go.
can go with black or navy depending what you're wearing. So
Yeah.
it's very hard, like especially if you're in here and you're tired, you could easily grab this accidentally.
Absolutely,
But
working
one thing
on.
that I know is kind of common that people might have seen in vintage bags. This we've already been working
Chanel.
on, but we call it a
Very
pocket
common.
issue where they have this one facing piece of like this is all leather, but this facing piece is vinyl.
Yeah.
And vinyl, because it's plastic, has a shelf
Okay.
life. So at some point it's going to start cracking, breaking
It
down.
disintegrates?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
have to wash it out,
see
strip
it?
it out.
Yeah, I can.
And you're left with like a furry background. So if you paint that, you can continue to paint and sand it, and then restore it back to a smooth finish that's stronger than the original vinyl.
Oh wow!
And then
Yeah.
and then you can still continue using the bag without
and how
having
did you
to
learn to do something like that?
experimentation.
Just trial and error.
how I
Oh,
did this
so
with
you
the
guys are just trial and
jewelry.
error, and
Basically, yeah.
because this has never been
No
done
one
before,
else
right?
does it.
So we do that, and then we just the rest of the bag gets conditioned and looked over for
and
minor
then,
blending.
and then you take out
and-
this the leather from.
Yeah.
What
If
do you
we
do? You
s-
condition it and like.
We condition it, and then sometimes there'll be dark marks that we can't wash off. So I'll go back in with a little bit of finish just to lighten those up. I haven't touched this yet,
Amazing. Okay. And then obviously with this red one, there's a hardware issue here.
though.
Yeah.
Yes. So for my end, she'll take them off when we have the lining, the inner lining that causes the pad, that gives you like that quilted padded effect.
Yeah,
Will sometimes break down and start to dust. If we take the hardware off, I can then paint in and seal off these
Yeah,
areas.
because the dust
So you don't
starts
have that
coming
issue.
out
Oh my
from
God! I can see
hardware.
dust coming off of
Yeah,
it right now.
I think I've only washed this, so I haven't done this, but we'll seal that off with it's not a glue, it's a matte medium.
Yeah.
This stuff kind of acts like glue, but it's a really good, strong.
Don't give away all the.
Oh, yeah,
tricks.
Here's another one there.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yeah, that's a pocket issue that hasn't been started yet,
Oh, there you go. I
and it
see
makes it
now.
almost unusable because
Yeah.
everything will stick to
I
that.
see.
Yes,
It's
and
like
all
so
your
different.
stuff,
And it's
and then-
unsightly. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's like the residue, so it like gets on everything.
And the biggest thing we want, we want the bags to be usable. We want them to have another life. We
Yeah.
don't want these bags ending up in a trash or someone looking at them saying, "Oh, this is
Absolutely.
crap." Like let's.
Like Ali
trash
says,
it.
sustainability is the name of the game.
Exactly.
Right?
And leather is like your skin. You have to do stuff to it. You can't just expect the corners to fix themselves.
And again, I'm gonna call Ali. She says like you didn't put lotion on your face for like 30 years,
I
right?
know. That's what I have to tell people because they don't
That's a
understand.
good example of what, like, we've been working on this to fix the cracks. This is what happens when you don't do anything to your bag.
Oh my
Now, this
God.
is after some repair, but this was completely splintered. It, like almost how your knuckles in the winter, how they split. and
Yeah,
start to-
yeah.
You just get all of this texture and breakage and these hairline cracks that run
Yeah,
along
you
the
guys
bone.
almost there now, yeah. Listen, Mara, I
Yeah.
don't want to keep you,
No,
you know,
yeah.
because you're doing your thing, but one piece of advice to somebody that already owns a Chanel
Okay.
bag, and just one piece of advice for them to like make their pieces last a little bit longer.
So the biggest thing is having your bag conditioned at least once or twice a year. If you're wearing it every single day, I would do it once a month. But I would, depending on the color, I would bring it to a professional service. Like if it's black, you can get leather cream and do it yourself. But if you have like this color
Like a
bag,
special color.
yeah, depending on what creams you buy, like aftermarket, it could darken it. You could accidentally strip an area.
Yeah.
So if you have a light colored bag, please bring it to a professional to do it, but have it done repeatedly.
Absolutely.
And keep it, don't put it sealed off anywhere. Keep it in an air temperature controlled closet. And light colored dust bags for light bag. I know they give you a black Chanel bag at the store, but do not, because if it gets humid or wet, you will have dye transfer from the black bag.
So this is the bag, and they're packing up, ready to go, right?
And we have, we have one more tip.
Okay.
So one of the biggest things we see when we're getting bags in is the chain, and this applies for any bag that has that's leather with a metal chain.
Okay.
These are either outside and they're stuffed into a bag and they indent and damage the outside, or they're floating around the inside of the lining, and this can imprint and indent into the leather and damage it.
Yeah.
So your best way to store this after you've stuffed the main body, you leave like a good couple inches
So
at the
you
top.
actually recommend them stuffing the body just to keep the structure.
Yeah, when you're storing it, always
Yes.
keep the bag stuffed. But your last, like, say, inch or two of the bag,
Okay.
make a nest with your stuffing, a fully enclosed nest. Bring this up to the side. This wouldn't be on there because that's a security tag for return. But encase the chain in it and then wrap it around.
So it doesn't make contact with the bag.
Yeah,
at all.
a little bit at the top is okay because that's not going to get any pressure from the stuffing. But do that, and now you've fully encased it. This is protected from any kind of water or humidity, and the inside of the bag is protected from the metal, so you won't get any of these lines indented permanently into
Wow,
the
that's
leather.
probably the best tip of the day.
Yeah, always encase your chain. Do not make the nest and wrap it up.
Thanks so much, Pete, for coming
You're
and seeing
welcome.
all of our amazing vintage Chanel bags and jewelry, and of course, Coco.
Coco, the best dog in the world.
You can find us at classiccoco.com or at classic_coco on Instagram and TikTok.
Yup, of course. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank you for
guys.
having us.
Oh, thank you. Mwah.
Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you.